And we're live. Welcome everybody to the Pacific Rim Scrum. Tonight we have me as well as Patrick, Sasha, and Vijaya. How are you guys today?
Good.
So let's start with Patrick, maybe.
Yeah. So today I spent some time working on the roles and interactions document for the Met Plus project, and finished mapping any roles or interactions, in particular to our waffle issues, and make sure that we've got coverage there, identifying interactions that we don't have coverage in waffle with. I also went through the system documents that the client had given us and see if I could see any more requirements that we should represent in waffle right now. I do find one or two requirements that are there, but I don't think we necessarily have to represent them at this stage in the project. We have to go back and maybe add them later.
Maybe it's best to just create the stories and we just ignore them for now, or else they might get lost because we're not going to be always looking into the documents.
Right.
Just to make sure we don't lose them. Maybe they can be very generic, but for now, at least to have one central place where you can have all the information that we need.
Sure. So let me just show you the one that I think might be worth. I'll just share this one page and then we can go back to. Yep. So this is the second of the two documents that the client had given us. And here the stuff that I put in red font is something that we have partially represented. Basically, he wants to have an ability to see a job status, and it's yellow upon submission to an employer. It goes green if the employer hires the job seeker, and red otherwise. Now, it's not clear to me what the state changes are, who actually causes these state changes to occur. So we need to work that out.
Basically, it's the employer. The job seeker when he sends a resume to the client, to an employer, it turns yellow, that light, and then it's the employer that is responsible for saying, okay, I did accept this job seeker, and it turns green, or no, I did not accept this job seeker, and it turns red.
Yeah, so that makes sense, and I got that from another document. But it could be that an employer just kind of doesn't do their piece of the actions you just said. So the job developer can probably go in there and say, "This is red because I talked to the employer." That kind of thing. Yeah.
So we need to have some sort of trigger there for a message, the same way we have for the inactivity, and we need to create a trigger for the inactivity of status change.
Yeah, we've got that trigger represented as an issue in waffle. So this is again the kind of thing that I'm not too worried about that not being explicitly. But you're right. If we want to put something in waffle to make sure that we state that it's the employer has the ability to go in and say, I like this candidate, I'm hiring them, or I don't like this candidate, I'm not going to hire them, and that's a triggering mechanism. I think other than that, I think we're in pretty good shape in waffle with respect to our requirements at this point.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay. Any blockers or something?
No blockers.
Okay. Sasha, how are you? Hello? We cannot hear you. So maybe let's pass to Vijaya while Sasha is trying to solve his problems, his audio problems. So Vijaya, tell us about your day.
Yeah, I went to the client interaction document, and I saw some of the tracker things in GitHub tracker. Then I did some work in CS 169 X0 things. Those things I did it.
Okay. So, any blocker? Anything?
No.
No. So, what happened today? I contacted the clients and the information, the questions that we had. We answered it, and I posted them on our email log, all the answers, and I moved an answer up that I did not ask the client because I prefer to directly on Hangout because it will have some back and forth. I also talked to the client and asked if he was available tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday, right? Yeah. If he was available tomorrow for a client meeting, and he said yes. So I scheduled the client meeting as well in Agile Ventures site. That will be in the end of the Pacific Rim Scrum. And I don't. Yes, I did something more today. I corrected some pivotal tracker issues for 169. I think it was 169. Yeah, something from the 102 as well. So it's quite a full day today. So Sasha, I see you're there. Anything to report?
I create the pair programming video. Excuse me, sir.
Sorry.
I created the pair programming, the test video. I tested it. It's worked well.
Nice. So Sasha, anything to report today or not really? Okay. So I'm not sure if the text will show up in the YouTube. You guys know if it shows up? No? So basically, Sasha is saying that it doesn't have much to say, but he's free to prepare when people are around today. Okay, so Salim, hello.
Hello.
Anything to report on today's day?
No, not really, but I was wondering, there's a pair programming, right, other than Scrum, right?
Yeah.
So, do you do the scheduling, or how do you get notified for the pair programming? I really want to participate.
Okay, so basically what we are doing is we're having the Pacific Rim Scrum
Right.
today at 5:15 EST, and when we finish, we usually just set up a pair programming session and we discuss the issues of the project because we're still closing some of the requirements. We had some questions that we added to the client.
Okay.
And so basically today, I think we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do some pair programming to try to close all the requirements that we have open to see if we have something more that we need to add. And tomorrow we are going to have a client meeting, and I hope that next week we will start with more development tasks. But we can talk about it next when we have the Mac Plus session. But after that, it's going to be late. Basically, if anyone is we're scheduling more or less this this pair program. We're not scheduling the pair programming sessions. We just get together here
Okay.
at the Scrum,
Mhm.
and afterwards we do some pair programming. But basically, when we finish this requirement part, I believe we can start just tackling uh, the, the the tasks that we have in Waffle. So if anyone is available earlier, Sasha, you can pair with them. I'm not sure if we're going to have people uh, that to pair earlier or not. It will depend. You okay?
All right.
Nice. So I believe this will wrap up our Scrum today. Are you guys in the 102 as well?
I am.
Yeah. I am. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I am.
Uh, I'm not sure. Have you guys been doing the things weekly for the? Are you in project track or only on the TA track?
The TA track.
Only the TA track?
Yeah, I think I've been mostly doing TA track stuff.
I'm asking because I believe people need scrums as well.
Yep.
So if you guys need something specific from Scrum, because I think you need to have some stories about critical tracker or something, just tell me something and we can arrange that in our Scrum as well. Okay?
Can you can do both, right?
I can do both. What both?
I mean, the TA track and the project.
Yeah. You can do whatever you want because
Okay.
they do not. If you're doing the TA, you're doing one kind of job. Basically, you're just supervising, just looking into the Git and everything. But the other one, if you're just developing any project alongside with everybody else, you can do that track as well because you'll be doing. I believe it's usually it's
Oh.
I don't remember, but I think you need to do like an hour of pair programming a week. So if you're in a project and also helping on 169, so you can do both tracks. There's no problem with that.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So we're going to close now the Scrum, and uh, we will create. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll create the pair programming, and you can join, and you can take a look into the answers from the client that we have, and see if we can close the document today to have the meeting tomorrow with the full. I'd like to discuss with you guys as well the agenda for tomorrow. Okay.
All right.
So
I don't know if you
yes,
saw, but Sasha asked a question regarding the Scrum starting time.
yes, I saw. I answered it.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Yeah, it was what I said. At this point, we're doing pair programming only after the Scrum because they're still closing requirements, and we're discussing more than properly doing some programming. But after the moment that everything is closed, or at least this document is closed, and we can start the sprint for developing things, we can pair program at any time. And this Scrum will works as any other Scrum. So people come in, just check out the work to make sure everything is okay, to check out if there is any blockers. If there is any blocker, us the Scrum Masters will try to unblock it, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yep.
So, see you guys in a minute or two.
Okay.
Bye.
Thanks.